Virginia Governor Bob McDonnell says the Romney campaign could not be more right. Governor, welcome to the program.
Thanks, Stuart.
Governor Romney says President Obama is gutting Bill Clinton's welfare reform. Is he?
Well, I carried the welfare reform bill here for Governor Allen in 1995, which became one of the bases of that 96 plan that Clinton signed, working with Speaker Gingrich. And the essence of that bill, Stuart, was work for benefits. You work, and in order to get money to take care of your kids, and in turn you get health care and transportation and child care. And so this recent directive, the way I read it from Secretary Sebelius, goes right to the heart of providing alternative strategies and creative methods and other innovative ways to do things in place of work, is the way I read it, and the way they're willing to give these kinds of waivers to the states. And I think that does go right to the heart of what this social compact was all about that's been working for 16 years now.
You're very much on board with Governor Romney's attack on President Obama's approach to welfare. You're on board with that. It's a very direct attack. You're on with that.
Well, I think it's a good contrast between what Mitt Romney tried to do to strengthen welfare reform laws in Massachusetts, when they only had about 15% of the people in Massachusetts that had to work when he became governor, and he routinely tried to strengthen that requirement to get people off of government dependence and on into independence. And President Obama was very clear in the late 90s as a state senator that he did not really support the bill that President Clinton signed in 1996. So I think the bringing it to today, Stuart, is which of the two candidates is going to be better on making sure we break the cycles of dependency and help people to work and get off of government welfare. I think that's exactly the point.
You're a Republican governor of
Yes.
Virginia. President Obama leads slightly in Virginia. Ohio is doing quite well. It's got a Republican governor. President Obama leads in Ohio. Wisconsin, Republican governor, doing a little better. President Obama leads. This is a problem, isn't it, in the polls when your state does well, run by Republicans, but President Obama, the Democrat, does well. What are you going to do about that?
Well, you know, it depends on who the voters ultimately give credit, Stuart. Yeah, the president may lead slightly in the poll now. I've seen other polls that show it a dead heat. The point is, 4 months ago, President Obama was up by 6 to 8 points, and the gap continues to get narrow. I think the enthusiasm's on the Republican side, but the poll that came out today, even though it had Mitt Romney down by a little bit, was very telling in two regards. One is people trust Mitt Romney more on the economy, and that will decide this election. And secondly, Mitt Romney's up by 7 points against independents.
Yeah.
And independents are the bloc that are going to determine the outcome. So I'm not discouraged. There's only one poll that counts, and it's the one in 90 days.
If I asked you about the vice presidency, you simply wouldn't answer. You're a diplomat, you would not answer. But if I asked you, surely you would tell me what it's like to go through all of this very close scrutiny that you are going through. What's it like?
Well, Stuart, surely I would tell you that I'll do anything I can to help Mitt Romney win the presidency and win Virginia. And surely I would tell you that there's only one list that matters, and that's in Boston. So you'll have to ask them.
Therefore, sir, are you ready, willing, and able to serve in the second highest post in the land?
Well, all that's up to Mitt Romney. What I am willing to do is to help Mitt Romney become the president, because getting the greatest country back to work and out of debt is what we need to do, and I think Mitt Romney's the guy to do it.
You know, Governor, this is fun. Would you like to be more closely involved at a very senior level in the running of the country?
Hey, you know, I'm chairman of the Republican Governors Association. I'm trying to elect about 8 new governors to help Mitt Romney as president, and now I've got my hands full doing that. But listen, I will say that Virginia and many other states, as you pointed out, Stuart, run by Republican governors that have dropped their unemployment rate, that have created billions in surpluses, that have cut deficits. That's the kind of government you're going to get from a former Republican governor, Mitt Romney, and that's why we're all working hard for it.
You are positioning yourself very well, and you ran out the clock. Governor Bob McDonnell, Republican governor of Virginia, thanks for joining us, sir. We do appreciate it.
Okay.
Thank you.